So, second video in 2 days. Aren't you lucky? Not really. But no, I did want to make a second video again today because something else which is quite big and quite important for me personally and professionally really has happened over the last couple of weeks. It's not gaming related obviously. It's acting related this time because that's something that I do. I act. I don't just work at a supermarket and make YouTube videos and play video games. I also act from time to time as well. So here it is. A couple of years ago, I worked on a film, which I have spoken a little bit about in previous videos. An independent horror film written and directed and filmed, and basically he did everything for it, pretty much. By Jason Brown, a local filmmaker and a friend of mine who I know from my college days. It's right here. It's been released. It's on DVD. It's available to watch on Amazon Prime. It's available to buy on Amazon. It's going to be available on other streaming platforms soon as well. More information about that as it comes. And it's here. And I'm not gonna take this opportunity to do a review for the video because I'm in it, and I feel like if I sat here and reviewed it, that would be a bit too self-indulgent. So I'm not going to be sat here talking about how excellent I was in it, which obviously I was, or how amazingly good and full of quality the film is, which obviously it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk about, on a serious note, how much the film itself means to me. So, I started acting pretty much straight out of school. I went to do a course at West Notts College in Performing Arts, and then stepped up 2 years later to do the Higher National Diploma in Performing Arts. I had it in my mind that I wanted to get involved in working in film and TV. But what I ended up doing, which I kind of fell into more than anything else, more than a deliberate thing on my part, was working in theatre. And I loved working in theatre. I still do, to be honest with you. It's not something that I will ever turn down actually doing. It wasn't immediate for me. There was a long period where I felt extremely nervous about going on stage, very anxious. Growing up, I was a very shy person, very quiet person. I still am quite a quiet person. I'm not somebody who likes to be the centre of attention. So for me to go into acting, that had a lot of people quite confused, specifically at the beginning. And probably still does even to this day. But I did nevertheless develop a very real love and a very real passion as well for acting in theatre, and I still have that to this day. So, but it was always in the back of my mind that I wanted to get involved in doing film projects and TV projects as well. So to finally to get the chance to do that, when Jason approached me about playing the lead role in his new independent horror film, I jumped at it. It helped that I liked the character that he wanted me to play. It helped that I really liked the story that he'd written as well. It also, if I'm honest, helped that I knew I'd be working with a guy that I could call a friend, because he is very much so. So that helped me sort of make the decision to get into it. But obviously, also it was my first film project and my first lead role in a film project, and it didn't disappoint in any way, the experience of working on a film. Yes, there were days where we'd be spending most of it getting set up for shots, and I wouldn't be doing a lot of acting. I'd more be helping get things sorted and, you know, travelling to different places and waiting around. There was a lot of that involved, but it was all enjoyable because for me it was all a part of the experience of doing it. And man, what an experience it was. So there wasn't a single day where I felt bored. There wasn't a single moment where I was like, oh, I don't really want to go and do this. I want to stay at home and watch a film, or I want to do something else, which is the feeling that I often get when I have to go to work. But anyway, it was something that I always looked forward to. It was something that I always sort of sought out the next time that I'd get to do it. And so to now have that out there for people to watch and for people to buy, please buy it, is it's a very exciting time for me, and it's very it's very it's a very happy time in my life at the moment, because that's out there and because I have other projects coming up. I'm extremely proud of what we did with Dark Vale. We didn't have a lot to work with in terms of money and people to help us get stuff on. In fact, there were more than a few days of shooting where it was literally just me and Jay out there doing the scenes. So in terms of manpower and in terms of money, we didn't have a lot, but I still think that we made a great film, one that's full of passion, and one that's full of love, and one that I think everyone involved in it can be extremely proud of, and I know I am. And I'm very much looking forward to the next project that Jay has asked me to be a part of, which is coming up over the next few months, hopefully. And also another project as well that I'm working with a new friend of mine called Tony, which is still writing. It's still a way off of us starting to shoot for, but more information on that as it comes. Yeah, so there it is. Anyway, Dark Vale, available now in stores and on Amazon Prime. Stores, if you live in America, that is. Buy it.